Welcome to the elite. Picture this. You enter a room and instantly sense the unspoken hierarchy. Most people scramble to fit in, seeking approval, recognition, or status. But you don't. You feel no need to broadcast your worth. Your presence is low-key, yet undeniably magnetic. If this sounds familiar, you may just be what the internet calls a Sigma male. Unlike the more commonly discussed alpha, you aren't trying to dominate the pack. Instead, you operate outside traditional hierarchies with quiet confidence, fierce independence, and an intrinsic set of values. Stay with us as we reveal 10 signs you're a Sigma male. And be sure to stick around until the end for a special bonus sign that just might confirm you're on a different level entirely. Sign number 1. You thrive in independence. Most people fall in line with a group, a clique, or an established structure. In contrast, you navigate life on your own terms. You choose solitude not out of loneliness, but to maintain clarity, focus, and self-direction. You aren't rattled by the thought of going it alone. In fact, it's liberating. Whether it's choosing a career that lets you work remotely or following unconventional passions, you find that true fulfillment doesn't come from conforming to others' expectations. If you've always felt that your best work, your most innovative ideas, and your greatest peace of mind emerge when you're flying solo, that's a key indicator of a Sigma mindset. Sign number 2. You dislike unnecessary authority. You respect competence and wisdom, not positional power. Overly strict hierarchies, pompous leaders, and petty rules never sat well with you. A Sigma male doesn't buck authority just for the sake of rebellion. He simply rejects the notion that true respect must be demanded rather than earned. If you've ever bristled at the idea of following orders that have no logical basis, or questioned why everyone else is lining up behind an unqualified leader, you're showing a prime Sigma trait. You prefer to deal with equals rather than submit or dominate. Sign number 3. Your social circle is small, but meaningful. You're not antisocial, nor are you shy. Instead, you're selectively social. While many alpha types love the crowd and betas seek belonging at all costs, you're drawn to authenticity and depth. You'd rather engage in a meaningful one-on-one conversation than shout to be heard in a crowd. You trust few, but those you do trust know they can rely on you. If your life is sprinkled with a handful of people who truly know you, your values, your struggles, your ambitions, and you see no need for superficial acquaintances, that's a strong sign you're a Sigma. Sign number 4. You adapt easily, yet remain unchanged at your core. One of the most fascinating qualities of a Sigma male is adaptability. While alphas might try to shape the world to their will, and betas might yield entirely to their environment, you slip seamlessly into new settings without losing your core identity. It's like being multilingual in a world that speaks only one language at a time. You can thrive in a corporate boardroom and then kick back with street artists without feeling any internal tension. You observe, absorb, and adapt. But your compass, your principles, beliefs, and authentic self remains firmly intact. Sign number 5. You are comfortable being a mystery. In a world obsessed with oversharing and constantly updating statuses, you find comfort in being elusive. You don't fear being misunderstood because you're not looking for validation. This quiet confidence can baffle those around you. They might wonder, who is he really? But the Sigma male knows that not everyone needs to know his business, and true power often lies in selective disclosure. This isn't about manipulation. It's about preserving your authenticity and emotional energy. Sign number 6. You pursue goals with internal drive, not external praise. Some people need a cheering crowd, mentors, or a rival to push them. You don't. Your fire comes from within, You work on your goals, personal, professional, creative, not because you want applause, but because they have intrinsic meaning to you. Whether you're honing a skill, building a side business, or exploring a passion project, you don't need the world's permission or applause. The satisfaction of self-mastery is a reward all its own. This internal motivation sets you apart, making you remarkably resilient in the face of setbacks. Sign number 7, you remain calm, even under pressure. Calm is your default mode. When conflicts erupt or chaos ensues, you don't rush to take charge or retreat in fear. Instead, you weigh your options with a level head. This isn't bravado, it's quiet assurance. Others look to you during a crisis, and even if you don't crave the spotlight, your composure under pressure often makes you a natural anchor for those around you. A Sigma male doesn't need to assert his dominance because he knows panic or aggression rarely solve the problem. Instead, you find the solution by staying collected and rational. Sign number 8. You have an inner moral code that guides you. Perhaps the most defining characteristic of the Sigma male is a personal moral code not swayed by trends, leaders, or dogma. You've spent time considering what you value: honesty, independence, empathy, integrity, and you stick to those values even when they're inconvenient. You navigate life like a lone wolf, guided by your own internal compass. If you've ever refused a tempting opportunity because it clashed with your ethics, or walked away from a relationship that undermined your values, that's a dead giveaway of a Sigma's unwavering inner code. Sign number 9. You are observant and deeply reflective. You notice details others overlook. You read between the lines of people's words, understand subtext, and anticipate patterns before they emerge. Instead of reacting impulsively, you reflect quietly. This habit of observation lets you navigate complex social landscapes without feeling the need to proclaim your insight. While alphas may be busy making noise and betas looking for approval, you watch, listen, and learn. Your thoughtful perspective often grants you a better understanding of human nature and positions you to make better decisions, both personally and professionally. Sign number 10. You're unimpressed by status and trends. Fancy titles, expensive brand names, and superficial popularity contests leave you cold. You have a grounded sense of self that isn't easily swayed by external markers of success. You understand that true worth doesn't come stamped with a price tag or a trophy. Your sense of accomplishment comes from internal satisfaction, personal growth, and meaningful connections. If you've ever felt utterly indifferent while everyone else was losing their minds over the latest trend or hotshot influencer, you're likely operating from a Sigma perspective. For those who have stayed with us till the end, here's a bonus sign that may just separate the true Sigmas from the rest. You challenge yourself to evolve, but on your own terms. While many individuals talk about self-improvement, they often rely on external motivators, gurus, trends, or peers pushing them forward. A Sigma male's growth is self-directed. You are your own coach, critic, and challenger. You're always seeking to refine your thought processes, expand your knowledge, and sharpen your skills, but not because society said you should, not because your boss demands it, and certainly not because your peers expect it. You do it because you believe in the principle of constant evolution. To you, staying stagnant is the only true failure. And this relentless pursuit of betterment, guided solely by your own internal compass, truly sets you apart. These 10 signs, and the bonus indicator, don't define you completely, but if they resonate, you might be living the Sigma life already. This path isn't always easier, It can be lonely, misunderstood, and challenging. But for those who embrace it, it offers an authentic, self-determined way of moving through the world. If you recognized yourself in these signs, congratulations, you're part of a quiet, confident league that needs no audience for validation. Thank you for watching The Elite. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing and leaving a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Keep forging your own path, and remember, true strength comes not from dominating others, but from mastering yourself.